Alright, back in December was my 3-year anniversary. I just didn't have time to make a video about it, but to make up for it, yeah, I'm a bit back, but this is how long my hair. Yeah, it's about 3 years and 2 months. So here it is. Drink it in. Yeah, 3 years. Now I'm not gonna go through the whole thing that I've already mentioned in my past, you know, dreadlock anniversary years. Pretty much instead, and for this video, I'm just gonna pretty much focus more on things I've heard over the years involving dreadlocks. Now, some of my close friends probably already heard some of this stuff because I had to inform them, but I still remember incidents that occurred. Alright, for example, the gentleman came up to me one day and, out of curiosity, I understand they wasn't being harsh or mean or rude or anything, but they came up to me and they were like, "Hey, what do you call that hairstyle? Do you refer it to being dreadlocks? Do you refer it to being locks? Or do we refer it to being, all these other names?" Me being me, and again, this is me, I just told him it's my hair. Because that's all this is. This is all natural hair. But I chose this style. I mean, depending on my mood, there are times when I just call them locks. There are times when I just call them dreads. There are times I just call them dreadlock. It really depends on my mood for that time being when somebody, when I'm referring to my hair. But it's just hair. Another incident that happened, this was a while back. Some gentleman was having I don't know if conversation is the word. It was more like he was verbally aggressively inputting his view on long hair to this gentleman who pretty much you can easily tell didn't really want to hear anything. Now, I don't know what started the conversation. I just happened to be passing by, and then all of a sudden I ended up getting hit with it. So, from what it sounds like, this guy was pretty much telling this other guy who has long hair that having long hair is pretty much like you're rebelling against God. Now, I don't really discuss religions and stuff like that. I don't want to impose religion on people. I believe what I believe, and there are people that believe what they believe. Everybody have different religions. Some people don't even believe in religions or anything. But to pretty much verbally attack somebody because of their choice of their appearance, and going to use religion as a factor, to me is stupid. So he sees me now. Of course, as you see, I like having my dreadlocks down. I like, letting it be relaxed free or whatever. There are times, like if I'm at work or whatever, I will put my hair back. You guys already seen in my past videos about, certain items I use to help hold my hair in place and everything like that. I will admit, I do have my hair hold back. There are times when I just have my hair up. I'm not doing the man bun though. But anyway, besides the fact, he sees me, dreadlocks, down, and he goes, "Oh, it looks like I have another one." And then I go, "Wait, excuse me. Before you start conveying your beliefs towards me, I have a question to ask you." And he goes, "Yes. Now, are you against guys with long hair because you have short hair? Is it because you're balding? Is it something that you're upset about with yourself that you cannot do?" Of course, I'm saying it now like this, but reality is, people that know me, I probably said it more interesting. So, but he got the picture. And he was like, "No, it's because, God this and God that." And I was like, funny enough, if I believe this or not, didn't it say in the book that you are not supposed to value something more than God. So this gentleman over here who has long hair, yes, he takes care of it. But do he value his length of his hair more than God? Did you ask him that? No? Oh, interesting. And also, since you're on this crusade, guy having long hair, that cross you're wearing, isn't that Jesus Christ? Funny enough, is he sporting long hair? And of course, that guy got pissed, said nonsense, and then walked away. Because me. But yeah, that's one incident. Another one is okay, somebody asked me this. Now, if somebody had asked me this back when I was starting, back when I very first started having my locks form, it would have irked me, but it doesn't bother me now. Or, especially when I was starting to get length in, it didn't really bother me as much. And the question was, how do you feel about people having fake dreadlocks, fake locks, fake dreads, whatever wording you want to use? Now, again, when I very first started out, I knew it was going to be a long journey for this to happen. I already knew. It wasn't like, it's going to happen overnight. That's why I do these videos where I do, celebrating my anniversaries with the length of my dreads and showing you guys, like, yeah, this is 3 years and going on 2 months. 3 years and 2 months as is right now. Back in December, it would have been, at the end of December, exactly 3 years. So what that means is it takes time. Also, I've always been mentioning in my videos when I talk about, this hairstyle, this is the most complicated and easiest hairstyle to have. You gotta have patience, but at the same time, you gotta really take care of your scalp and really know about your hairs and everything like that. Everybody's genetic is different. Everybody's hair is different. My hair grows fast. So, of course, this 3 years. I've seen people who also started their journey, and in their third year, theirs is right about here. Now, do that mean they suck? No. It just, we're all different. That's just how it is. Some people hair grows slow, some people hair grows fast. I'm one of the people that hair grows fast. So, with that being said, it it doesn't surprise me that weave and wigs exist, so stuff like that didn't bother me. But like I said, I wouldn't be as bothered, but I would probably be irked, where it's like I'm putting some time into this. But now it's like I don't care, because the way I look at it is this hairstyle is very beautiful. It's a cool thing to have. I'm not recommending everybody to do. I'm not saying, oh, you better have dreadlocks. No, it's a choice thing. But to me, I think it's cool. It's very, it's very visual. And I think it's a cool visual, depending on how well it's worn or used or whatever. If you feel that you cannot have the patience to grow, but you want to get like extensions or weave or anything to have dreadlocks, by all means, it's your money, it's your time. Go for it. That's my attitude. It's like I don't care. The only thing I would probably say is be honest when people talk to you. Like if somebody, like especially young impressionable kids or young adults, teenagers, if they come up to you and they're like, "Oh man, I what do you use? What products do you take or whatever?" Blah blah blah, and you just go, "Oh, you just start fabricating stories or just coming up with lies or things to make it look like it is your legit hair." All right, I don't care if it's real hair, synthetic hair, or anything. Just be honest, or if you don't want to hurt their feelings, just be like, "Oh, I'm not a hair professional, but in my opinion, you can go to these people, or if you want it right away, right now, get extensions, or just be honest about it, or don't say anything at all. Let the people who really grown their stuff, who pretty much gained the experience, be like, all right, look, if you want to do this, this is what you have to do. Like for myself, I'm not like a hair person, so I'm not going to use hair dialogue. I'm just going to say, clean your scalp, let your hair grow natural, have fun. Just do not mess with your dress. If you're growing it, do not play with it that much. If you want to, shake it or whatever like that, I understand. If you want to have bang or anything, cool, that's on you. But understand the limitations, understand what you can do, understand what certain products you can use to help elevate the growth, to help, just pretty much help you take care of your hairstyle. And just go for any hairstyle, to be a matter of fact. It could be braids, it could be waves, it could be anything. As long as you know how to take care of your scalp and your hair and everything like that, you're good to go. I'm not going to recommend every product in the world, because some products are better than others, and some you really got to stay away from. You just got to do the research. That's pretty much it. But if you just want to go you know, the hair extensions or the weave route, go for it. If that's going to help you boost your confidence by having dreads, do it. I'm not going to be mad. I don't care. Because I have mine, and I just don't want you guys giving the bad impression or bad information, spreading the bad information out there to people who are very impressionable, who really want to do it the natural way, and they're fed something else, things of that nature. If you don't know, just be honest. You don't know. That's all. Now, another question somebody once asked me is, and this part, I could see why they asked, but at the same time, I don't. Well, anyway, how do I feel about other races having this hairstyle? Now, before we everybody get into the war of words and try to defend, oh, it's supposed to be for this, it's supposed to be for that, or this race started this, or the Vikings started this, or back in this and that. Calm down. Here's what I'm gonna say. If you want to have this hairstyle and you're willing, and I mean willing, to just start this journey, to really invoke yourself, or really just to have this, do it. I don't give a damn if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a guy, or whatever identifications you want to throw out there. Me personally, don't care. In terms of race, okay, whoopie doo. We're all different colors. We're all different races. But one thing that we're all in same classification is human. So I'm Caribbean. So it's like me saying that, a lot of people probably like, oh, it makes sense why you have, that hairstyle. It makes sense. You're Caribbean, whatever. All right. That doesn't mean I get a pass. This is just by choice. But more people who are Caribbean, this is very well, noticed. What if a Chinese person want to have this? What's holding them back? Why they can't? A white person or a Caucasian, non-minority or whatever you want to classify them as. What if they want to do it? Well, I already mentioned Viking, and if memory serves me correct, Vikings had many different crazy hairstyles, and dreadlocks is one of them. Did we all forget in geography that there was a time on this planet where all the continents were one before, earthquakes and fissures and, continents started breaking off from each other? During that time, especially during the caveman years. Now, you got to remember, during the caveman year, there were no such thing as shampoo and conditioner. These beings' hair were constantly nappy. So it would make sense that a couple of these beings had what we now call dreadlocks. But back then, they were the natural form, like, just matted and all this and everything else. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't care what race you are. I really don't care. If this is something you want to do, I don't care what gender you are. Really don't care. Like, really don't care. Go for it. If you are balding, depends on where your bald spot is. If you know how to wear this well, it can actually be beneficial to hide for you. But if you are bald because you're balding and you don't want to give it a chance because you think that you don't have enough hair structure to develop this, that's your choice. I'm not going to push you into doing something you don't feel uncomfortable doing. If you want to take the risk to find out, then I'll be like, sure, go ahead. But is there certain supposed to be a limitation on what race is allowed to have this hairstyle or what gender is allowed to have this hairstyle? I'm the wrong person to ask because I don't care if it's controversial or not. I don't care. I'm growing mine. You want to grow yours? Do it. If you don't, you want to add like, as I already mentioned, weaves or hair extension? Do it. I don't care if it's natural hair or synthetic hair. If you want to have this hairstyle, just fucking do it. End of story. Now, the next question somebody had once asked is, okay, how many times is it good to pretty much do outside activities involving water, like going to the beach, going to the swimming pool? Isn't that bad for your hair? If you go to the beach, get in the damn water, have fun. If you're going to a swimming pool, cannonball that motherfucker, have fun. All you have to do is when you get out, when you're completely done, knows how to, because if it's the beach, there's going to be a lot of salt being grabbed and attached in here. You really got to wash that out because it can dry up your scalp and, can, believe it or not, can dry this up real quick. Make sure you know what oils to use. If you're going to the swimming pool, I mean, there's chlorine in it. So, yeah, definitely do some serious cleaning. So it's like, basically have fun. If you go on a cruise and there's swimming pool, they say, hey, you can jump in this part of the ocean. There's no sharks in it, or whatever. Just have fun. You have a life. Live it. Have fun with it. Don't be boring. Seriously. And also, you don't. Oh, excuse me. You don't have to be an asshole to other people. Just be good to everybody, and most importantly, be good to yourself, and just have fun. Live your life. Now, what was the other question? There was another one. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Oh, here's one. Is there an age limitation on having, dreads? Now, yes, I've seen a lot of little kids have them, but we also seen some adult. We even seen senior citizen with this hairstyle. So pretty much, if you already seen it, you already answered your own question. There is no age limitation. The only limitation there is your decision on how long you want to have it. There are people that have these locks like 10 years plus, and those things are long. Well, depending on the length. There are people that rock the dreads for a good 5 years, and they was like, you know what, time has come. There are people that is growing their hair out to, in the form of donation to people who have cancer. And some of them will request, oh, I want to have dreadlocks because it's the most natural form of hair. They will grow it to a certain decided length, cut it, and donate it. So it's really based on you, what your decision is. That's like a person who has a giant afro. And you're like, all right, so how long are you going to have that? It's their decision. That's all I can say. So, yeah. 3 years and going on 2 months. Hopefully, the next anniversary of this will actually be up on time. But for right now, just live, have fun. Later.